Hi everyone, my name is Andrea. I wanted to do a video on depression and suicide. I did one on Facebook. You can view me there if you want to. So what I'm going to start on is when I started thinking of ending my life when I was 9. I know it seems really young, but it can start at any age. And to be honest, I actually got into my dad's stuff with not a fishing rod, but the line. I tried to use that around my throat, but I was unsuccessful, unfortunately. And that happened because I got yelled at for getting into my dad's stuff. But the few other times was, growing up, I was told that I was crazy, I was fat, I was ugly, I looked like a boy, and the fact that I was different and a few other kids actually pulled the race card on me because I'm Mexican and I should go back to Mexico. But probably doesn't look like a Mexican, but I'm a mixture like most people are. But back to the topic. I about 9 times that I wanted to end my life, and that was because not just because kids were picking on me or calling me names. They were literally at my face saying that I shouldn't exist or I don't belong here, and that I should go jump off a cliff or something like that. But I also wanted to share this story because I am a firm believer in God, and I know not a lot of people do. They rather criticize and say, oh, it's nothing but science. You get what I mean. But anyways, I just wanted to share that you don't have to be alone. I had trouble dealing with suicide and depression. I think I was a teenager by then. When I was 15. No, sorry, I'll back up. Back when I was 14, I went through a dark spell, and I was, drinking, doing drugs, smoking, the works, and basically what happened, I was so in a dark hole, I grabbed a knife, and then I went to, slice, but apparently when I missed, I accidentally cut right in here, and there's a small scar underneath somewhere, and one of my parents came in, but I put the knife back up. And then the other time, I think I was 16 years old at the time, I grabbed one of the chef knives, and I was getting ready to plunge it into my heart, but one of my parents had entered the garage to come in the house, and that's when I took the knife and put it back in its spot, because I was supposed to do dishes. Instead, I wanted to end my life because someone had literally told me, go kill yourself, you piece of meat, pretty much. And it really hurt, but and I just want to make a strong fact: if there's any haters on here, move along, please. I don't need any negativity on my account or on this video, so just move along. But with suicide, it's a touchy subject, very sensitive. I have a hard time with my vulnerability because Bear with me, I'm really nervous. I thought it would be a good thing to help. Hopefully, I can have someone that relate to me and basically save someone's life. I mean, just let you know, just because you're in a dark place doesn't mean you need to go end your life. I mean, there's hope. Run to family, run to a very trusted friend. I didn't have anyone. I tried my counselors, I tried family. My friends thought I was crazy, but I had a really hard time. But the only thing I would say that would save me, for the most part, was sports. I developed a love for sports like volleyball, swimming, baseball, basketball. I don't play football, but fast pitch or anything like that, or winter sports. It helped a lot. Was getting active and doing kayaking, water tubing. I mean, I did all that stuff just to ease the pain, but I never really dealt with it. And that would lead to my depression because I never really talked about it. So when I got married, things kind of escalated, and I basically, with my depression, it got worse for me because I was diagnosed with postpartum after I had my first child. And what happened was I ended up going to see a therapist, and they said, oh, you have bipolar depression. And I was like, what is that? But they end up describing it to me, and I end up going on meds. And a few years later, I think it was about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And with that, that's basically kind of like Jekyll and Hyde. So, but I barely have it. It's just, borderline. But like I always said, being diagnosed with that, and a lot of people have something wrong with them, or mentally, or whatever. But I'm just sharing this because it's kind of helping me a little. And I got a tattoo. It's a semicolon. It kind of helped me as well. And knowing that I had quite a few of toxic relationships, it did not help. I ended up ending a marriage for 10 years. I was being married, that I was married, and that was kind of a factor. It is what it is. And I also wanted to share that if you feel like you're not just depressed, but you're feeling like you're alone, please get some help. You're not alone. There is a lot of people out there can help you with whatever you're dealing with. Like, I suffer from PTSD and anxiety as well, and my meds actually cover all that. And I basically also want to say that with everything I've been through, I also wanted to share that I was attacked. I was, date rape when I was 19. That was one of the PTSDs that I suffer from, because the guy tried to kill me, choked me and to getting what he wanted. He ended up getting what he wanted. And yes, I actually put the guy in jail for like 4.5 years or something like that. But it traumatized me quite a bit. but with all the trauma and the suffering, I'm just saying that with all the trials that you go through, what doesn't kill you can make you stronger, maybe through the mind, but emotionally, if you think you need some help, go get some help. I mean, I have a therapist as well, but it helps, you know, it helps every day, and then, you know, make sure you're close to family, that type of thing. And I hope this video can, you know, touch someone or save a life, maybe. And basically just, you know, just connect, share, talk to each other, support each other. You're worth it. I know I'm worth it, so are you. If I can survive just about anything, then so can you. And yeah, this concludes this video. There might be more to come, but I'm just basically, yeah, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys later.